Hey, it's Jill from This Has Been Jill, and today I'm making a video to hopefully get my favorite author's attention so maybe I could meet him sometime. And so, in order to do that, I'm going to give a shout out to my favorite author ever, and his name is, drumroll please, Stephen King! I love and I've read all of his books, and Stephen King, if you ever watch this, I am a huge fan of you and your writing and everything. I love your books, I love your movies, and you know, it's really hard for me to read because I struggle with a very, very rare type of dyslexia where I can only read a little bit. I forget what I read. I can't comprehend reading. I can't do math. That's why I was always in IEP classes, because I had really severe dyslexia. Well, I still have it, but I'm out of high school now. But I would force myself to read your books, and the headaches from the dyslexia were worth it because I just love your books so much. I love how you get straight to the point of your book. And I've read Needful Things, I've read The Stand, I've read Storm of the Century, I've read It, I've read Carrie, I've read so many more. And, you know, oh, and I've read The Stand. I don't know if I already said that. But I'm such a huge fan of you, and I would love to meet you because when I was going through struggles with my dyslexia and people would call me weird and stuff because they thought I was stupid because I was in, you know, easy classes, and I was even flunking those classes because I couldn't comprehend anything. You and your books were my escape. You and your movies were my escape from that. And so, Stephen King, I thank you for that. And I hope that someday I get to meet you, because you truly are my idol. And I do write books a little bit myself. I've never gotten one published or even finished one, unfortunately, because with dyslexia, it's hard for me to concentrate, and I will go off track really easily. But when I would read your books, it would make me feel special, like I could conquer the world, because, you know, I couldn't read any other books, but for some reason I could read your book, Stephen King. And I really hope that one day, hopefully soon, I could meet you. And I just wanted to show you all the movies I have that you have, you know, produced and that are based on your stories. I unfortunately I don't have any of, I have Pet Sematary and I have a few other of your books, but most of the books that you write I just get from my local library, so I don't actually own a lot of them, but I do own like most of your, well, a lot of your movies. And these are just some I just pulled out of my closet. They're not all of them because I have way more. But yeah, starting off, I have It by you, Stephen King. And this was really hard to find. We had to pay like $30 for this, so, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, you know, I like this. This was the one that really made me scared of clowns, though. But, I mean, everybody's scared of clowns, so, you know. Pennywise, though, thinking about going as him for Halloween. It's a great movie. And then this one was so hard to find. We could only find one new copy on Amazon, and it was like for $70. But it was worth it because we love your work. Me and my family just love your work. And I grew up watching these movies, and instead of the usual horror drama, I would always pick a Stephen King movie, your movie, Stephen King, and they were just always my favorite because they would always have some sort of twist, some sort of awesome twist that just made it amazing and made that movie just all come together. Okay, so then the third movie is The Stand. I love this movie. This was the first movie of yours I ever watched, and I've loved it ever since. And my favorite character in this movie is Nadine Cross because I don't really know why. She's just seductive and pretty, and I think it's if there was ever a remake of The Stand and I got to play a role in it, I would definitely want to play Nadine Cross. That would be like my dream come true. Or to be in any of your movies, that would be my dream come true. And to let you know, I have done a little bit of acting in high school. And I've been told that I'm very good. But, I mean, you know, just the same, I'd have to audition like everybody else. And, you know, maybe if there was a remake of any of your movies, maybe somebody could tell me, hey, this is where the auditions are held, because I really want to be in one of your movies so bad. And I just really want to meet you so bad, because when it comes to writing, I like to write stories like you do, and I just think, you know, you've been through so much, but you've had a positive outcome through it all. And I've been through a lot. I'm not going to get into it, but I've been through sexual, verbal, and physical abuse. And I've been through severe bullying, like really severe, like go home and commit suicide. And I went through a stage where I was self-harming. I would cut myself. And that's not good. I'm still struggling with that, but each day it gets better. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and yeah. So, yep. Okay, rounding off I'm going off track. Silver Bullet. Love this movie. This is the traditional werewolf, not all that Twilight junkie crap about Taylor Lautner and it turning into a werewolf. No, this right here, this is a werewolf. Fear it, love it, enjoy it. I love this movie. Another movie I have by you is Storm of the Century. I love this movie. I just love how there's such a surprising twist, and like it's kind of weird though at the end how the dad has to give up his son because he gets the black marble, or the wife gets the black marble and the dad gives up his son, and later on they see him, well he sees him and they walk by each other and he's like the devil's son now. So now this is my all-time favorite, Maximum Overdrive. I cannot stop watching this movie physically. Like, I just can't. I love it. And I always wanted to ride in this truck that has the goblin face on it. Like the goblin witch face on it, and but it got destroyed in the movie, so guess that's not gonna happen. But Yeah, I absolutely love this movie. And to anybody who's out there, all of these Stephen King movies are to die for. They're amazing. And actually, a lot of them, believe it or not, you can find them on YouTube for free. But I prefer better quality, so that's why I purchased them. Okay. Another movie I have by you, Stephen King, is The Langoliers. I love this movie. It's full of a lot of surprising elements. Yeah, I really like it. Although the dude that like rips the paper and it calms him down, that kind of freaks me out. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. And then Carrie. This is a newer version, but I do somewhere have the older version. I actually have all of them, but the oldest one with Sissy Spacek in it. But this is a newer one, and I absolutely love it. And Carrie is such a good movie, and I know it's the first movie you ever came out with, and this is definitely one of my favorites, next to Maximum Overdrive. So again, Stephen King, I hope that I can meet you someday. That would be awesome. And yeah, shout out to Stephen King, the best author ever. I would just love to meet you if that would ever be possible. You know, I'd even drive to Maine. Like, if you were doing a book signing or something. Obviously I can't drive to like New York or like, you know, but I could drive to Maine. You know, I can't drive like halfway around the world, but I wish I could. I mean, if that meant meeting my favorite author, but hopefully we can meet, because you're my inspiration behind